Well, good afternoon, Gary.
Hey, David, how are you, man?
Well, I'm pretty good. I've been working all day while other people have been out. I don't know what they've been doing. They've not been here, that's for sure.
Are you referring to me being offline today?
Have you been offline all day?
I had a little bit of a honey to-do list. I'm sorry. I got to prep a room for paint, and I had to rake some leaves today. Jeez.
I do understand how that works. So.
Well, on my blog this week, I announced that I was allowing people to come to my blog and submit articles and do some guest authoring. And I want to talk a little bit about that, because I did say I was going on a 7-day vacation. And partly that's true, because the 7-day vacation is actually to kind of vacate away from my blog and pursue some other projects that I have going on. Now, the reason why I want to do this is for two reasons. One, when I have somebody, come to my blog and submit an article, obviously that keeps my blog churning. If you run a blog, you got to have, content constantly, being published on there. That benefits me. A second benefit that actually benefits the contributing author is the fact that they're going to get a lot of traffic from my blog going to their blog. All my readers are going to check them out, and more likely they're going to pick up quite a few new readers out of the deal, and so they can go about their day on their blog and enjoy having more expansion on the readers.
I think that's a great idea, and I can tell you right now from my experience, the guest post I did, I've been real happy with the response, and that post is a little bit different than anything else I've ever done. Since you talked me into buying that camera for my birthday, I did the fat face video, as you call it. First time I've ever done that, so that was something new. And I've had some traffic over to my site from that, so I appreciate it. I enjoy doing that. And like I said, it was a little bit different for me because your blog's a little bit different focus than my blog, so I got to talk about clickers and readers compared to talk about technology stuff. And I know I can talk about anything I want on my blog. It's my blog, but I just felt like the content was a little bit different on yours. But I think it's great. I think it's a great idea.
It is great. And what I like most about it is with me, I have a certain writing style. With me, I have a certain thing that I constantly talk about. Now, I probably, kind of branch out a little bit, here and there, but, I have a main focus. And I'm not an expert in many other things where, my readers, they might want that information. So, the information that you supply to my readers is probably something that I would have never thought of or couldn't hone in on. So, all in all, it's a great thing. So if bloggers out there, have a situation where they can invite people to guest blog on their own blog, it'll help twofold. One, for the fact, here's another thing, is we'll use Tish, for example. She submitted a wonderful article, absolutely wonderful article. She got 19 comments on it, and, I think that's successful. I don't have, like, a blog that gets hundreds and hundreds of comments. Maybe one day that'll get that way, but 19 comments on a guest post, that's awesome. Now, what she did, once the article was submitted, she went to her blog and blogged about the guest blog that she did on my blog. So that, in return, brought traffic to my site.
See,
from her readers.
That just goes to show that I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to blogging because I didn't do that, and that's
okay.
And that's a great idea. The other thing about her post I thought was interesting was it was totally different. In other words, it was a great idea. I've done a little bit of what she was talking about as far as getting with local bloggers and going to a couple meetings and stuff. A lot of people don't think about that kind of thing, so I think that was an excellent post on your site. Because, like you said, her content's going to be different than yours. It may have been something you hadn't even thought about,
Exactly.
And it came from a little bit different angle, and I thought it was fantastic. It's got to be good for her. It's got to be good for you. I think it's a win-win.
And as far as the content, I would have never in my life thought to write something like that. One, I'm not social. But my readers, some of my readers might be social, so they might need that information, and that's information that I cannot supply to them,
Great.
point blank.
So we've established that we have two antisocial bloggers doing a radio blog talk show. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense now, does it?
Well, I'm heavily doped up on my meds right now, so that's what allows me to do this.
Well, here's what I want to know, and here's what I know other people want to know.
I'm joking, by the way, but go ahead.
People want to know what those other projects are. That's what everybody wants to know.
That is the big mystery, isn't it? You know, but the thing is, I think we are, as a team, are actually more open than a lot of people really are about the different ventures they got going on. I mean, I'm very active on my blog as far as communicating the different projects, the different ideas that I have in store, and the levels of execution, you know, where I'm at with each individual thing I got going on. But
well, I think that's true, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna regret it, but one thing I think I told you in an email that I learned, you and I IM a lot, and I IM with other people quite a bit. It's my favorite mode of communication. If you IM me, I'm better one-on-one with somebody, and I'm better talking online through an instant messenger than I am through comments or email or almost anything else. So if you want to talk to me, I'll tell the listeners right now, if I'm on Google Talk, I'm almost always on Google Talk, 24 hours a day. My email's cybercoder@gmail.com. Look me up. I will always try to at least answer you. I won't blow you off. I may not have time for you. You got to understand, I got a full-time job. I may say, hey, I'm busy, I'll get back to you. But I love that mode of communication. And, you know, I'd love to talk to more people. I've talked to some readers today. And I think that's a good thing to do. So I think we are a lot more open than a lot of other people are. And I don't think I want to change that.
Without a doubt, I'm the same way. You know, anybody can instant message me anytime. I mean, it's like an instant email. You know, it's going to sit there. It's going to be on your task list, and eventually you're going to be able to just pop right onto it and respond back. I mean, it's wonderful.
So since you've told us all this stuff, and you've told everybody how honest we are you gonna talk me in circles like a politician, or are you gonna tell me about some of these other projects? That's what I want to know.
Well, all my projects happen to be 50% involved with you. I have nothing going on other than business with you.
Well, I think one thing I'd like to then let's do it this way. One thing I'd like to tell, we've got several people who have talked to us about these dynamic pages we've been talking about, and I sometimes come across the wrong way because I'm technical and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. And you start down a path and you think, this is the way to do it, and then somebody tells you, hey, this is what I'd like to have, and you start adding features and trying to figure this out and figure that out. But I think we came up with the best solution. But I think I'm going to let you tell them kind of where we're headed with that.
So are we going to reveal that we've created a WordPress plugin?
Well, I don't know that you go and tell them that we've got a WordPress plugin. I don't know that you want to let that much information out of the bag, but you know, you might say something about it, I guess.
We have got a new product that we're about to unveil. It's called DynoPages, and we actually have a website. It's not even done yet, but you know, if you guys feel froggy and want to visit it, you can go to DynoPage.com. That's DYNO page.com. And what this is a WordPress plugin that you can install into your WordPress blog. And basically, when you write your blog post like you normally would do, you have the opportunity of actually linking to your dynamic page. Now, on this dynamic page, it's extremely search engine friendly, and it adds to the content of your blog. You're going to have search results on any given RSS feed that you want. Well, actually, what do you have it plugged in for blog search right now?
I have it plugged in for blog search, and I want to say one of the things that's really cool about working with somebody else on something like this is we get tunnel vision. I get tunnel vision about the way I was doing it, and because of some of the responses we got and some of the things you said, this plugin, Gary had me change it a little bit, and you'll be able to take this code and put it wherever you want on your blog. So if you want the results to show up on a single post after you make a post, you can do that. If you want them to show up on a page called a search page, you can do that. If you want them in your sidebar, you can do that. And I think that's what's really kind of going to be cool about it. And there's going to be a lot more work to do. Don't think that we're going to release something that's just super polished and done. But I do think it's pretty nifty.
This product, it's not going to be free. We're definitely going to have to charge some money for it, but it will be reasonable. We're still uncertain as far as what the price will be. But with the product, you're going to get a lot of bells and whistles that come along with this. You're going to have instant search results that are relevant upon a keyword term that you enter into it, which is all into your URL. You're also going to get a Google video bar that produces relevant YouTube videos. So, I mean, that's all in all, that's good stuff. All right, guys, well, just remember, DynoPage.com. That's DynoPage.com. I'm in the process of getting it going.
Gary, you enjoy the rest of your vacation. I look forward to some more guest posts, And everybody else, y'all have a nice week, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Take care, guys. Thanks for listening. RadioBlogTalk.com. Keep on visiting, man. Thank you.